Okay guys, we're back at the track doing some more testing, see what this car likes and what it doesn't. 1320 versus the Scat Charger. A couple other Mopars hanging out. Scat with a cam here, stick shift. Smoke cop cars. Alright guys, welcome back. We did a little bit more test and tune at a different track today. We normally go to Mooresville, and we went to Farmington instead, and a little bit sometimes it's not as crowded there. You get a few more runs, and turned out we got about the same amount of runs, but it was still worthy of checking out anyways. This first pass, we're just going to go ahead and get our shakedown run. The DA, I actually bought a DA meter, and the DA was about 2,600, so we just got to get our baseline, and then we're going to do some experimenting to see what happens. So let's get our baseline in, and let's see how it goes. Alright guys, we got our baseline in. Air's not so great today. It is what it is. We can do our experiments, see what this car likes, finally figure out the final tally on what it likes. This second pass here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try launching it from idle. Some guys claim they get their best runs launching from idle. I'm going to give that a shot, and we're gonna see what happens. So let's give it a try, and we'll see what happens. As you can see on that, we didn't really get our best times by any means. So off idle, maybe that's not our thing. This time though, we are going to try the launch control, the car's factory launch control, and let's see what that does. I'm going to set it at 2,500. We're going to race my son's Scat Pack Charger and see how it does. And what's interesting about this race is he actually treed the shit out of me on this. But, you know, there's some speculation that the 1320s have got a different tune than the other Scat Packs. Take a look at this video, and you be the judge. Alright, as you can see from that run, maybe the speculation about the 1320s having a better tune is true. I mean, I don't know. We both got Scat Pack motors. both 2019s, he treed the snot out of me at the launch, and I reeled him. So go figure. All right, on this next pass, what I'm going to do is since the launch controls didn't seem to do much for me as far as times are concerned, I'm going to go ahead and launch it from 2,000 RPM foot brake and see how that does. Okay guys, the GoPro battery is not charged and I don't have a cord with me, so I couldn't record that last run, but I wanted to show you the time slip. That time I launched at 2,000 RPM specifically, and the car liked that a lot. I cut a fantastic light, an 007, 92 mile an hour for an ET of 767 in the Scat Charger. Ran a 790, and yeah, it likes 2,000 RPM, so that's what we're gonna start going with. I'm gonna confirm it. We're gonna let the car cool down for a little bit, and I'm gonna confirm that. In the next pass, I'm gonna run a 2,000 RPM launch, foot brake, no trans brake, and if I run 7.5 or something, I know that's what the car likes. So far, everything we tried, that's what it likes the best so far. All right, guys, let's see what happens. GoPro took a shit, but we're gonna try it without it. With wheel hopper, run a 7.6. Alright, as you can tell, I didn't have the best launch in the world. I got some wheel hop and still ran one of the better times of the night thanks to the cool down. That was a 2,000 RPM launch, and that's clearly what I'm going to stick with from here on out. We do have one more run, but this is a hot lap, and I was going to try to repeat it with better traction. My thought process now is if the track's going away, heat the tires up more. I decided to try it again on this next pass, and let's see what happens. Well, as you can tell, heat soak set in, and I did not have a superior run. The launch was fine. It felt strong. However, I could tell just seat of the pants that was not going to be my best run. So that was the last run we got in here. Ultimately, we've done a lot of testing with this car, and it looks like 2,000 RPM on the foot brake is our best chance for success. From this point forward, we're going to do one of two things. We're going to do some actual bracket racing and see how it does against an actual, some racing at the track. And the other option is we just go ahead and start modding this thing, do some mild mods to it here and there, and see what kind of performance gains we can get from doing mild mods. The only problem with that is if you are modded at all and you beat somebody, they right off the bat start crying about, oh, it's modded. So I'm actually thinking about just keeping it stock and going ahead and bracket racing it, and that way when they say, hey, what mods have been done, I can say, look, this thing's stock. And that's one of the choices. The other choice being go ahead and do some mild mods, but then we take away that stock factor. I don't know, what do you guys think? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.